Hey guys, my name is Voodoo Fox, and today we're going to be playing a game called Detective Jane. A game I found on Game Jolt. So, let's go. Fill me in, Darian. What do we have here? Victor, a multi-millionaire man, was murdered in his own home. We have 6 suspects, 5 in custody. As always, no one is admitting to the crime. Well, no one would just admit committing murder. Any lead suspect, clues, anything I should know about beforehand? Well, I'd say ask Chief yourself. It looks like he's here first, and he probably knows. Oh no, not these two. Good morning, Chief of Department. Seems like you started early and fast. Put a sock in it, Darian. And why is this snorter in here? I thought I made it clear that I do not want her in any of my crime scenes. Well, that's all you're getting for this crime scene. Every other detective is having a busy night and we're called to other locations. Jane is all you have. Ah, fine. The body's in the living room, along with the murder weapon. The person to call it in was Carla, the victim's daughter. She was the first one to be on the scene after the events, she says. Another suspect was found dead in the victim's car just down the street, too. Dead in the victim's car? Yes, Snorter. Did I just stutter? He was found with a leg just barely hanging from his body. Some sort of machine or knife had to be the weapon of choice. Any relation to the victim? Paul Emmett, a gang member, has been arrested previously for armed robberies, drug possession, and domestic abuse. Sounds like he could have been the offender in all of this. I'd say the same thing since the murder weapon is registered to his name. But we're here to clear that up and send it to the judge for the final verdict. So technically, we're here to clear up that Emmett did it, and not just waste any time here. Plus, the judge only gave me 15 minutes to inspect the area. Jesus Christ, that's a short amount of time. 15 minutes, that barely gives us any time to inspect and investigate the area. Like I said, we're not here to waste any more precious moments. We're here to clear up that Emmett did it, and that's that. So if you don't mind, go do your jobs. I have to give the judge an update on things. So, any tips? Well, just the usual. When you collect evidence, always be thorough and inspect it from your inventory. Press the escape button. There are a lot of clues in there that you could use later when clearing things up. Alright, I think I can go and start inspecting the area. I'll be back in a bit. Jane, listen. What is it? Darian. Don't let the whole snorter thing get to you, alright? Thanks, Darren. Okay, do I really have 15 minutes? Found anything, officer? We found some reports of the past conflicts between the victim and Elwood. There were several cases in the house where it got physical. We also found one of the drawers on the bed went open and Elwood's fingerprints all over it. Whatever was in there is long gone by now. Thanks, officer. Okay. So, we know that... Go to the living room first, okay. Alright, so we know to investigate the bedroom and the fingerprints. Anything, officer? That's all I know, ma'am. Oh, well. Let me check the bookshelf. See if anything's weird. The wood looks fresh. It looks like something is being burned here, an axe. Why would there be an axe burning here? You found an axe. It was added to your inventory. Huh. Anything in the trees? Found everything I needed from here. Alright. Jesus, I only have 15 minutes, literally. Oh, great. Okay, that doesn't look like an, smashed pot. Broken flower pot. There's a note underneath with some white substance around it. The note is readable, though. You found broken flower pot. It was added to your inventory. Okay. The murder weapon. From the reports given to me earlier, this gun is registered to Paul Emmett. Why would he leave his gun, though? Found that the murder weapon was added to your inventory. Okay. Anything? No. No, no. Come on, this isn't a lot of time. Come on. You're a genius. Let's see this. Can I run? Yes, I can. Oh, thank. Wish they would have told me that earlier. Tell me something, officer. That's all I know, ma'am. Alright, well, whatever. Not enough evidence? No. Alright. Keep looking, then. Oh, let me see this. It looks like whoever got hurt here wrote help in blood. Whose blood? I don't know, but really, why would he or she do that? Unless they used windows nearby and hoped that the passing neighbor or civilian sees it and calls for help. You found bloody message. It was added to your inventory. I think it was an axe. Like, seriously. Okay, be thorough. Check everything. Bathtub. It smells like bleach was used here, but the trail stops here. So I think whoever was here bleached the blood off his or her feet to leave undetected. There's also a bit of purple hair stuck in the drain and in parts of the tub. Take notes. Okay. There's a blood towel here. It reeks of cocaine. I know the smell anywhere. I must take notes on this. Okay, so we know the note. Oh, wait. There's a small bleach here, too. Someone wasn't really bright if they washed their hands here. If they washed their feet in the tub. You found a bleach sink, and it was added to your inventory. Huh. Okay. So they cleaned up. We think it was with an axe. There are books here. Seems like an envelope. FBI stamp. It looks like a record of domestic violence. Violence against Christina, his servant. Probably. Huh. Okay. You, tell me. Found anything, officer? We found his will. It says that after his death, only his daughter gets a fortune, which is a whopping 100 million. Wow. A few months ago, Victor was in the hospital because he had cancer. He fought it, but was still in life support due to complications. But his daughter one day went to visit him and almost unplugged him from the machine. Was charged with the attempted murder, but the charges were dropped. Thanks, officer. Damn. Okay. So the wife, but is the wife or his daughter? I don't even remember. Okay. Nothing. Seems like everything started here. There's blood everywhere. God, the smell. I can't tolerate it for too long. I'm gonna take notes on this fast. Okay. Blood in my inventory. Ugh. Okay, anything in the drawers? No, nothing. Come on. Wait, what's that? They're all emails and printed copies. They're emails that date to back. I'm sorry if I'm reading this kind of quick. I'm timed. Some from Flowers, some from his daughter. Some of his servants. I should take notes on these email prints. Okay. Go, 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 go. I think that's it. That's all I got. Okay. Already did that. Can I take note on the stained glass? No. Okay. Got 10 minutes to go. Victor really loved plants. It looks... they smell great, too. So he loved plants, huh? Tell me something, officer. Found anything, officer? The victim and one of his servants, Pace Hundble, had previous conflicts in the past, in which the victim threatened to harm Pace's family. We also found that Pace recently moved his family to a city outside the state. This was also Pace's last day working here. Thanks, officer. Huh. There's blood in front of the fridge. There's a bloody knife inside. How'd this get here? Bloody knife? Oh man. So we got an axe and a knife. Check over here. Is this... ooh. Looks like a meal that was recently cooked. Has the death symbol. Smells quite foul, too. No doubt someone wanted Victor dead. Found food poison. It was added to your inventory. It looks like the chef might have tried as well. Bloody footprints go all the way here. Okay, tell me something. Anything of interest, officer? Well, there's a huge amount of recipes that the victim had flower shop just down the street. You find this odd? Quite odd. Actually, we even checked his cell phone from the previous calls. There are many phone calls from the florist herself. 45 calls this week. I'm not sure about you, but I wouldn't let that many calls from a clerk unless it was important. Thanks, officer. So what was he calling about? Strange. Anything in any of these? Oh, hey, I can go outside. Alright, can't really find anything in here. So that's something right there, but I can't get there. Ooh, this is where the trail ends. Probably it's Paul's blood, considering they found him in the victim's car, which is missing from his garage. Okay. So his car is missing from his garage. Awfully strange. I think that's all the clues, though. Crap. Don't think there's anywhere really for me to go. Okay, check my clues. Maybe it was all three of them. Okay, let's go. Yes, I think I did. Head out to the office. Sounds good, man. Carla, you know why I called you. To make things easier, we need you to tell us the truth, okay? You act like I actually committed it. I have nothing to hide. You have nothing on me. Oh, that sounds pretty harsh. You're the first Christian your suspect is using the evidence you can find at the crime scene. You can hit escape button to finish the interrogation if you choose the nothing further option. Okay. What about the attempted murder charges? I promised my father never to talk about that. We even had a lawyer signing the papers of confidentiality. Until I am truly convicted of murdering my father, the paper remains in the hands of the lawyer, for only his eyes to see. Okay. Well, you were the first one on the scene. Okay. Lead me to what your day was until you found your father. Well, I woke up, had breakfast, left my house, and arrived to my dad's house. I found it odd that the garage door was open. Whoa, wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go back, go back. Go back. Tell me that again. Okay, lead me to... She woke up, had breakfast, left her house, arrived at her dad's house. Found it odd that the garage door was open. And when I entered the garage, I saw the pool of blood. That's when I rushed to find Father and saw him dead in the living room. Huh. Something doesn't sound right, and when I entered the garage, I saw a pool of blood. Find my father dead in the living room. After a few minutes of crying, I called the cops. That's the truth, I swear. About the fingerprints. We found your fingerprints on the gun. Here to explain how a gun that belongs to someone else has your fingerprints? When I saw father dead on the floor, I was freaking, I panicked. I didn't know what I was doing at the moment. I touched the gun without thinking. You realize it doesn't look good. You touched the gun, right? Didn't the cops tell you to not touch anything when you called? That was before I called. I cried a few minutes. Had the courage to call the cops. Okay. Tell me about the fortune. I hear you're the sole heiress to your father's fortune once he passed away. Whopping 100 mil. I've been told. Isn't that motive enough? You have some nerve. Yes, I'm the sole heiress. Because that I'm the only living child of my father had. My oldest brother died in Baghdad. And I know I'm a greedy woman. My father knew that, but not greedy enough to commit murder. Especially my father. Everyone knows I loved my father. Something still doesn't seem right about her story. Tell me one more time. I woke up, had breakfast, left my house, arrived at my dad's house, to the garage, saw a pool of blood, a few minutes crying, I called the cops. Okay, so she called the cops. Then why were her find your fingerprints on the gun? Tell me why they. Saw my father dead on the floor. I was freaking, I panicked. Doing at the moment. Touched the gun. Without thinking. That was before I called. Cried a few minutes and had the courage to call the cops. So that story is okay. Wait, her hair was purple. Crap! Carla had no alibi, yet she spoke the truth about some evidence shown to her. My gut tells me, yeah, that's what I'm saying too, something's fishy. Do I believe she had anything to do with the crime? Yes, I believe she had something to do. I feel like she's hiding something, no alibi. First one in the scene, fingerprints on the gun. The fortune she would have when Victor passes away. And there's that time gap between the time the murder she was committed and the time she reported the murder. Something isn't quite right. Maybe if I... Detective! Shouldn't we be looking forward? Jane, there's something you need to see in the crime scene real quick. Hold on a second. What's the rush? I'll explain on the way there. Crap, come on. Jane, now! Alright, let's go. Do this. Oh my god. What happened here? Oh, Jesus. That was it? Oh my god. That game's amazing. This is the end of the game, I guess. But I want number 2 now. So anyways, I'm gonna leave a link to this game on the bottom of the page. Definitely, it looks pretty cool. Keep an eye out on it. It's on GameJolt. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. My name is Voodoo Fox, and have a good night.